Dzień dobry, minęła godzina 16, a to czas na lekcję w Kujawsko-Pomorskiej Szkole. Witamy Was, drodzy uczniowie, droga młodzieży, w ten piękny czerwcowy dzień. Mamy 1 czerwca, Wasze święto i z tej okazji życzymy Wam wszystkiego najlepszego, samych piątek, szóstek. Do tych życzeń na pewno przyłącza się Pan Maciej Doksa, prawda?
Oczywiście.
A co będzie tematem lekcji?
Dzisiaj porozmawiamy sobie o idiomach, a zagłębimy się w zabawny świat idiomów. Good afternoon. So, as I have already said, today we are going to enter and explore just a little bit the funny world of idioms. So what are idioms? What are the idiomatic expressions? Well, idiomatic expressions, I believe they exist in every language. These are expressions which usually consist of 2 or more words. And if you look at the single words which make up the idiomatic expression, it doesn't make any sense, or it makes a different sense than the idiom really has. So idiomatic expressions or idioms are these, well, I call them colorful expressions, which use other words to create a different meaning. So today we will see just some of them. You will see that some English idioms are exactly the same as the Polish ones. Some of them will be similar but different in a way. And there will be some idioms that don't exist in the Polish language at all. So I have decided to group the idioms into some categories. So first of all, let's take a look at the most popular English idioms connected with animals. So idioms or expressions which include name of an animal in themselves. So let's take a look at the first list of them. A whale of time. I guess everybody knows what a whale is. This is actually the biggest animal in the world. This is the biggest also mammal in the world. So what does this expression mean? Well, if you look at this and you try to translate this literally, czyli dosłownie, it looks like wieloryb czasu, yes? However, the true meaning of this expression is a lot of time, plenty of time. So when you say, I have a whale of time, or we had a whale of time, it simply means a lot of time. You know, a whale is such a huge animal that here it is taken as an equivalent of the word a lot. The next one, the next expression, to have ants in your pants. This is an expression which is usually used when referring to children. It means that children, or other people, adults as well, they cannot sit still. They keep moving, they keep doing something, they keep fidgeting. They are just like full of energy and they cannot sit still in one place quietly. In English we say that somebody has ants in their pants. In the Polish language we have quite a similar expression, but instead of ants we use the name of another, well, animal, actually of a parasite. I don't quite know the English name of this parasite, but the Polish expression is mieć owsiki. Yes, we say that somebody, po polsku mówimy, że ktoś ma owsiki. It means this person cannot sit still. He keeps moving. So in English we say that you have ants in your pants, czyli mrówki w spodniach albo mrówki w gaciach. Zależy jak przetłumaczymy sobie słówko pants. Alright, the next expression, to beat a dead horse. What does this mean? Well, it usually means that there is a some problem or something bad has happened, and we cannot really help this situation. So there is actually no point trying to save this situation, trying to solve this situation. It's a matter that has already been lost and it's like beyond our control. Po polsku pewnie byśmy powiedzieli, że tu się już nic nie da zrobić, tak? Zostawmy to. There is no point beating a dead horse. The horse is already dead. We will not make it alive. Yeah? So let's just leave it. So to beat a dead horse oznacza próbować jak gdyby, nie wiem, wygrać przegraną sprawę. The next expression, to be a black sheep. Well, this expression is exactly the same in Polish, być czarną owcą. I believe you know what it means, but I will tell you anyway. It means that you are the bad one in the group or the worst one in the group, and everybody else is ashamed of you because you're really not like the others, you're not as good as the others, just the opposite. Po polsku dokładnie tak samo mówimy być czarną owcą, czyli tym jednym egzemplarzem, osobnikiem, który nie jest dobry, którego się wstydzimy. Next one, to chicken out. Well, chickens, hens or chickens, they're animals which are not very brave. So when you shout at them or just try to scare them away, they become scared quite easily. They run away. So to chicken out simply means to be so scared that you don't try to do something, that you give up. Po polsku mówimy po prostu wystraszyć się, zrezygnować ze strachu, wymięknąć. Też się mówi, że ktoś wymiękł. Oczywiście jest to wyrażenie nieformalne. Okay, so chicken out. He chickened out, yes? They were going to have a boxing fight, but one of the boxers just chickened out. The next expression is exactly the same expression that we have in Polish. To drop like flies, padać jak muchy. It means that people either die very quickly in large numbers, or they lose consciousness in large numbers. Suddenly, a lot of people. This is what the English and the Polish idiom means. Actually, padać jak muchy, padali jak muchy, padaliśmy jak muchy. So, for example, during the football match, the heat was such that the players dropped like flies. Actually, padali jeden po drugim, padali jak muchy. All right, the next list of idioms connected with animals. Eager beaver. Well, if you look at it literally, it means napalony bóbr. Znaczy nie napalony w takim sensie, w jakim ktoś mógłby sobie pomyśleć. Napalony w sensie bardzo chętny do zrobienia czegoś, tak? Wyrywający się do zrobienia czegoś, bo to właśnie oznacza słówko eager. Czyli co to znaczy taki chętny bóbr, napalony bóbr? Well, it means a person who is really, really willing to do something, who volunteers to do something, who really wants to do something. To jest osoba, która jest bardzo chętna do zrobienia czegoś, taka właśnie napalona na coś, tak potocznie mówimy, napalona na coś w sensie chcąca coś zrobić. Na przykład on jest bardzo napalony, nie wiem, na ten koncert, tak, albo jest bardzo napalony, żeby przeczytać zadanie domowe, czyli chętny do zrobienia czegoś. This expression, eager beaver, it does not exist in the Polish language, yeah? So we don't have the equivalent, so it's kind of difficult to fully explain this. But yeah, I can tell you that eager beaver means somebody who really wants to do something really hard. Early bird. Again, this is an expression that we have in Polish. It means dosłownie wczesny ptaszek, po polsku mówimy ranny ptaszek. So early bird is a person who gets up early in the morning. Next one, elephant in the room. In the Polish language we have a similar expression. My mówimy jak słoń w składzie porcelany. What it really means is that, you can imagine this. When you have an elephant, which is a very big animal, in the room, and this elephant starts moving around and doing things, it will destroy the room. It will break a lot of stuff in the room. So elephant in the room, po polsku słoń w składzie porcelany, means that we have a person who does not move, who is usually, either too big or moves clumsily, czyli niezdarnie. And this person is in such a place where he or she causes a lot of damage because of his or her behavior. Yes. All right. Something is fishy. I don't really know where this expression comes from. We don't have it in Polish. It means that something seems not to be all right, that there is something suspicious, something seems to be wrong. Po polsku mówimy, że coś jest podejrzane, coś jest nie tak, coś tu nie gra, coś nie pasuje. Yes? Something is fishy here, or yes, it's some kind of fishy business. All right, the next expression, or two expressions, they mean the same thing. They both use the word holy, and we have holy cow and holy mackerel. What do they mean? Well, they belong to this category which generally use religious expressions to make some kind of exclamation, czyli takie wyrażenie wykrzyknikowe. Holy cow po polsku pewnie odpowiednikiem byłoby na miłość boską, ewentualnie o Boże. Tak? Holy mackerel, czyli święta makrelo, to jest to samo co holy cow. Tutaj w tym wyrażeniu holy cow oczywiście jako wykrzyknik nie oznacza święta krowa, bo mogłoby. Oznacza po prostu o mój Boże, o Boże. Są to wyrażenia takie wykrzyknikowe, tak? Holy mackerel. Okay, next one. Hold your horses. When you hold your horses, that means that you don't let your horses move forward. So you keep them still. You keep them in place. You control them. So hold your horses in English means don't be so quick. Don't move forward. Just wait. Or do it slowly. Okay? Po polsku, nie wiem jakie po polsku dokładnie, czy jest odpowiednik. Wstrzymaj wodze. Wstrzymaj konie nie mówimy. Być może tak mówimy, ale wydaje mi się, że nie. Generally it means that you have to stop or slow down and wait and do it slowly, okay? So it's like, oh, hold your horses. Yeah, so stop for a moment, okay? Don't be so quick. All right, and let's move on to the next list of animal idioms. To horse around. I don't know if you have seen, probably you have, any film, video of horses who spend time in the stable, czyli w stajni, and then, especially in springtime, you let them out into the field or into the, grassland. What they do, okay? They get absolutely crazy. They start running, quickly, moving, jumping, getting crazy, getting happy. So this is what horsing around means. To jest szaleć, wariować, dokazywać. Po polsku nie mamy takiego idiomu dokładnie związanego z koniem. No, może ewentualnie brykać. O, to byśmy powiedzieli tak, że ktoś sobie brykał, czyli po prostu szalał, wariował, dokazywał. Keep the wolves at bay. First of all, let's start with the expression keep somebody at bay. This expression, to keep somebody at bay, means that you don't let people or animals, for example, to come close to you and hurt you, do something bad to you. You keep it at bay. Trzymać na dystans, ewentualnie nie dopuszczać do siebie. So keep the wolves at bay, dosłownie nie dopuszczać do siebie wilków, trzymać te wilki na dystans. It means that you keep your enemies at a safe distance, that you don't let them come close to you and hurt you. Po polsku wydaje mi się, że nie ma wyrażenia, które by, wyrażenia z wilkami, które by odpowiadało temu idiomowi. To jest po prostu trzymać wrogów na dystans, trzymać nieprzyjaciela na dystans. No właśnie. Okay, to kill two birds with one stone. Okay, usually when you have one stone and you want to kill a bird with this stone, which is a not good thing to do, but if you want to do it, well, usually you can kill only one bird with one stone. Okay, so it's like the normal situation. However, well, let's say that you are a primitive hunter from prehistoric era. However, if you have only one stone and you throw this stone and you kill two birds at the same time, you're extremely lucky. And this is what this idiomatic expression really means. To kill two birds with one stone, it means to be lucky and to do two good things at the same time doing one action. Po polsku jest idiom, który zupełnie inaczej wygląda, ale dokładnie oddaje to samo wyrażenie. Po polsku mówimy upiec dwie pieczenie na jednym ogniu. Po angielsku zabić dwa ptaki jednym kamieniem. Jak widzimy, angielskie wyrażenie jest dużo bardziej krwawe i brutalne. Po polsku prawdopodobnie już te zabite ptaki po prostu pieczemy, tak? Dlatego mówimy upiec dwie pieczenie na jednym ogniu. So to do two good things at the same time, with one action. Okay. The next expression, to be in the dog house. To be in the dog house simply means to be in trouble, to have problems. I'm in the dog house, I have a problem. Okay, so in Polish you will not find any similar expression with this, especially one containing the word dog. Nest egg. Nest is this place where birds, or which birds, usually build and then they lay eggs in it. Czyli to jest gniazdo. Egg to jest jajko. Dosłownie jest to jajko z gniazda. So what does it really mean? Well, the true meaning is quite funny. The true meaning of this expression, of this idiom, is some savings. Money that you have saved, especially the money that you have saved for the old age, for your retirement. To są po prostu zaoszczędzone pieniądze, pieniądze tak zwane na kupce, jak to mówimy, tak? Pieniądze na czarną godzinę. So to have a nest egg. Very, very often this expression refers to the money that you keep for your retirement. Czyli takie właśnie pieniądze odłożone na starość. Lion's share of something, czyli lwia część. What does it mean? Well, it's easy to understand because first of all we have the same expression in Polish, and the second thing is that it's easy to explain. When you have a group of lions, yes, or a lion and other animals, and there is some dead meat, who will get the biggest part of the meat? Of course, the strongest animal, which is usually the lion. So lion's share means the biggest part of something. Yes, for example, of the money, of I don't know, some other things that people get which are good. lwia część czegoś, czyli największy udział, największa część czegoś pozytywnego. Alright, let's move on to the idioms connected with numbers or containing numbers. First one, back to square one. This expression means that you have to come back to the beginning of something. There is this funny game that you probably know, po polsku gra w klasy, in which you have squares drawn on the pavement, and you throw a stone, and then you have to jump over the squares, and you always start with square which is numbered 1. So square 1 is the beginning. In many games, board games, which are, let's say, race type of games, when you have to race other players, the first square, the beginning, is square 1. So back to square 1 means back to the beginning. Czyli wracamy na początek, zaczynamy od nowa. English 101. Well, the expression English is not so important here. The number 101 is extremely important. When you say something 101, it means the basics of something. So I'm learning English 101, or we have the next lesson is English 101, or biology 101, or chemistry 101. So this 101 means that these are the first basic things, the first basic knowledge. To są jak gdyby początki podstawy, nie początki, tylko podstawy czegoś, kurs podstawowy. Okay? So if you, for example, start learning Spanish, you can say that, all right, the next lesson is Spanish 101, so the basics of Spanish. The next two expressions mean the same thing. One of them exists in the Polish language, the other not really. To be on cloud 9 and to be in seventh heaven. Po polsku być w siódmym niebie. Tak jak powiedziałem, jedno z tych wyrażeń po polsku ma dokładnie odpowiednik, czyli to be in seventh heaven, być w siódmym niebie. Natomiast drugie znaczy to samo, ale po polsku nie mówimy być na dziewiątej chmurze, a po angielsku tak. To be on cloud 9. I'm on cloud 9. Była taka piosenka Briana Adamsa z jedną ze Spice Girls, właśnie Cloud Number 9. Tam było troszkę inaczej, bo było Cloud Number 9, ale generalnie chodzi o to samo wyrażenie. Generalnie się mówi po angielsku on Cloud 9. Okay, to be 6 feet under. This is a little bit gruesome, czyli ponure, gruesome, drastyczne expression. Why? 6 feet under means 6 feet under the ground. So 6 feet under the ground is about 2 meters underground. What is there usually? Well, usually dead bodies are there. When somebody dies and you put their body in the coffin, trumna, and you put them in the ground and you bury them, usually it's about 6 feet underground. So 6 feet under means 6 stóp pod ziemią, czyli chodzi po prostu o to, że ktoś nie żyje, ktoś jest już pogrzebany. U nas jest takie niestety troszkę też drastyczne wyrażenie. Mówi się czasami, że ktoś wącha kwiatki od spodu, tak? No to mniej więcej powiedzmy, że to jest podobne wyrażenie. Ok, 9 times out of 10, czyli 9 razy na 10, which means extremely often, usually. We say that something happens 9 times out of 10, it means it happens almost all the time. Yes? Okay, the next number idioms. At the 11th hour. I'm sorry, there is a mistake. It should be 11th hour, czyli w 11 godzinie, o 11 godzinie. This expression means exactly the same as za 5:12. So it's funny because we have a very similar expression, but we use different time expression. Yes, so at the 11th hour, za 5:12, which means very, very late, at the last moment. 9 to 5 job. When somebody has 9 to 5 job, in English it means that you have fixed working hours, which means you always go to work at the same time, you always finish work at the same time. And also this means that your job is rather boring, predictable, always the same, monotonous routine. So there is usually some kind of, negative connotation. To be in two minds about something, it should be minds, not myths. To be in two minds about something, it means that you don't have one opinion about something. You cannot decide on your opinion, what you really think about it. I'm in two minds about it. It means nie mogę się zdecydować, jestem rozdarty. Like two peas in a pod. You know what peas are. This is this, little green vegetable, and peas are like little green balls. And when they grow, they are hidden in this long green kind of bag, let's say, which is called a pod. Pod to jest strąg, czyli jak dwa groszki w strągu. You know that these peas in the pod, they are usually more or less the same. Not exactly, but more or less the same. They look similar, the same, sometimes identical. So it means that two things are identical or almost identical. Po polsku mówimy jak dwie krople wody, a oni mówią jak dwa groszki w strągu. To be on all fours or to walk on all fours. A dog has 4 legs, and the dog is almost all the time on all 4 legs. When you talk about people, when you speak about people and you say that somebody is or walks on all fours, it means that you are supporting your body both with your legs, especially knees, you're on your knees, and with your arms, with your hands on the ground. Czyli chodzić na czworakach lub być na czworakach. Feel like $1 million. Well, you can imagine when you have $1 million, that's a very good feeling. So when you feel like $1 million, it means that you really feel good. All right, and body idioms. Achilles heel. We have exactly the same expression, pięta achillesowa, so the weak point of somebody or something that is otherwise very strong. I'm all ears. Po polsku zamieniam się w słuch, a po angielsku jestem samymi uszami. Cały jestem uszami. I'm all ears, so I'm listening to you. Okay? Zamieniam się w słuch. He is all thumbs. What's a thumb? Okay, we have fingers, but this finger has a special name in Polish and in English. Kciuk, in English it's thumb. You can imagine a situation if you had only thumbs in your hands, it would be kind of difficult for you to do things. So when somebody is all thumbs, it means that this person is rather clumsy, niezdarny. He cannot, handle things with their hands very well. Po polsku mieć dwie lewe ręce, po angielsku być samymi kciukami. He is all thumbs. To cost an arm and leg. When something costs an arm and a leg, it means it costs it costs a lot. You can imagine losing an arm and a leg. That really means losing a lot. So when we say that something costs an arm and a leg, it means it costs a lot. She's the apple of my eye. Po polsku ona jest moim oczkiem w głowie. Po angielsku dosłownie ona jest jabłkiem w moim oku. Tak to wygląda dosłownie, ale po polsku oczywiście jest moim oczkiem w głowie, czyli jest moją ulubienicą, czyli ulubieńcem. Bardzo mi na tej osobie zależy. Break a leg. When you use this as an exclamation, czyli wyrażenie takie wykrzyknikowe, and you say this to somebody, it means that you wish this person luck. It means exactly the same as good luck, break a leg. Okay? Po polsku to oczywiście zależy od sytuacji, czasami się mówi połamania pióra na przykład maturzystom, tak? ale po angielsku break a leg właśnie to jest takie wyrażenie, które oznacza życzę Ci szczęścia. Ok, i szybciutko, bo czas nas już goni. Ostatnia lista body idioms, by the skin of my teeth. Co to może znaczyć? O skórkę zębów. Po polsku mówimy o mały włos, czyli o mały włos coś złego się nie stało, o mały włos coś tam się nam udało. To get cold feet, it means exactly the same as to chicken out, czyli wymięknąć, przestraszyć się, zrezygnować ze strachu. To cry your heart out. No, po polsku wypłakiwać serce. No, czasami też mówimy wypłakiwać oczy, to znaczy płakać bardzo, bardzo mocno, tak, zanosić się płaczem. You cry your heart out. He's my own flesh and blood. Flesh to jest mięso, ciało, blood to krew. When somebody is your own flesh and blood, it means he's like the member of your family, because genetically you share some genes, so his flesh and blood is the same as yours. Tak? Czyli to jest dosłownie to jest moje ciało i krew, czyli że jest to mój krewniak. O, tak to po polsku mówimy. Face the music. Tutaj face nie jest rzeczownikiem, face jest czasownikiem. Face the music to jest zmierzyć się z konsekwencjami negatywnymi czegoś. So you have caused the accident when driving drunk, now you have to face the music. Czyli właśnie zmierzyć się z konsekwencjami. Po polsku czasami mówimy wypić piwo, którego się naważyło. Get a head start. Get a head start, it means that you start doing something quicker than other people, than other competitors. So you have some kind of advantage. To jest jakby zyskać przewagę na samym starcie. Tak po polsku to mówimy. Dobrze. Myślę, że ta dzisiejsza króciutka taka lekcja na temat idiomów troszkę Wam przybliżyła samo zagadnienie idiomów. Oczywiście idiomów jest bardzo, bardzo dużo w języku angielskim, również w języku polskim, ale to są takie fajne wyrażenia, które dodają troszkę właśnie kolorytu językowi, czynią go lżejszym i zabawniejszym. Dziękuję bardzo i do widzenia.